Hi guys, I hope we're having a beautiful and blessed day in Jesus' name. If you are, all honor and praise goes to Him. If not, take it to Him in prayer. Right, I'm sure you can see the title, right? And this title is specifically for non-African people. People who did not grow up in the continent of Africa or let alone be born in. So I've noticed that there's a lot of men who are marrying outside their country. So they're marrying the Caribbeans, Mexicans, Africans, whatever, right? And I cannot speak for the Mexicans, and I definitely cannot speak for the Caribbeans because I don't know how they do things. But I'm speaking for Africa because I was raised in the continent of Africa. So I'm sure you all know that there are 54 countries in Africa, right? And I know without a shadow of a doubt that every country has this tradition that has been practiced for many years. Don't ask me how many years, I just know it's been there for a while. There is a term that if you say to any African bride price, they know exactly what you're talking about. Now, where I come from, the correct term, what we call it is lobola, which literally means bride price, right? In other countries, especially I know in India, they have it. But the only difference between the Indians and us is that the women pay the bride price. They call their bride price dowry. So if a woman wants to marry a man, she has to pay dowry. But in Africa, it's the other way around. It's the man. So let's just say hypothetically, you find a beautiful African queen. Beautiful, umuhle shem. Drop dead gorgeous girl looking like a snack, right? You start talking to her, you start trying to find out a little bit about her, and then eventually, you guys get serious, and then there comes the day where you ask her that question, babe, will you marry me? And she's excited, yes, I'll marry you, all that wonderfulness, right? Okay. Now, let me just say this now, there's a possibility you will probably pay bride price. However, there have been cases where some men have not paid bride price for whatever reason. I do not know. I can't tell you. I don't know. But there's a 95% chance that you will pay bride price. So let's say you do have to pay bride price. She goes to her family, especially her father or grandfather or uncle, whoever, because it's usually the male. Especially for my culture, it's usually the male. The males are the ones who deal with the bride price. So she goes to her male family and say, listen, there's this man who's interested in marrying me. This is what's going on. So the father, uncle, whatever can say, okay, fine. Bring him and, let's see. So when you are doing the bride price, right? When the bride price starts, it's usually is the male. So the man's father, brother, uncle can come and present him, and the girl's family, the aka uncle, brother, also presents her. It usually is between the males. So the male from the men and the male from the women, right? That come and say, okay, fine. So I cannot stress this enough. It depends. This is not like, let's say for example, one particular guy paid 15,000 and had to pay like 5 cows. Just because one person paid that doesn't mean you will pay the same amount. It depends on the family. It depends on the girl's family. It depends on who she is. Everything, all that has to be put in consideration. So you might pay something like 20,000 and not have to pay cows, because that's where the two families come together. You come together and say, okay, sir, my son is interested in marrying your daughter, and this is what's happening. So then now you guys start to talk, say, okay, if you want my daughter in hand in marriage, you have to pay da 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 da. Now, this is also very important. Some families might want you just to pay money only, no cows. Some would rather have a mixture of money or cows, or let me not say cows. It can even be anything: sheep, goats, whatever, chickens. It doesn't matter. It could be cows and it could be animals, or it could be cows or bring some sort of material, or it could just be money or what. You see, it really depends. I can't emphasize this because a lot of people think, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen, so I should expect to get this amount. No. And another thing I need to also emphasize about it, because I've heard a lot of people say that bride price is very demeaning. it's like you're buying this woman or she's like your slave, which is not true. It's not true. Bride price, like I said, it's been happening for a long time. The reason why we have bride price, this is my 2 reasons. My fellow Africans, if you know any more reasons, please put them down in the comment section. But this is my reason for my understanding of bride. Number 1, I believe really is to say thank you to the woman's family. To say thank you, sir, madam, whatever, of looking after this wonderful woman that I would love her to be my wife, and I will take care of her just how you've been taking care of it. Literally, it's like passing on the responsibility from the father to you as the potential husband. So really, it's just to say thank you so much. The second thing for me, I think, I could be wrong, is where it's really a test to see, are you capable of looking after my child? Because I've heard cases where some fathers have made their future son-in-laws to do some things, and guys, it's actually there. I've seen it like this, for example. So it's really just to see, are you capable? Because remember, the father was looking after the uncle, whoever, and then here comes this guy, and can you look after her as well as the children as well as the grandchildren? You see, so it's that type of mentality, really. So so when both families, you as the man and you as a woman, finally come to agreement and say, all right, he needs to pay like 15,000 or 25,000 only. And 25,000, I don't know, could be US pounds, I don't know, but whatever currency you guys work on, yes, 25,000, and this is what's happened. Then eventually the gentleman, the boy is interested, does pay. Then now comes the celebration, now comes the how the wedding should be and how many guests. I mean, now you can focus on marrying the woman, so you guys now start deciding on your wedding. Me personally, I'm gonna just give a little off tangent topic that if I ever do get married, I would love to have 2 weddings. The first wedding is the white wedding, where I wear the white dress and there's the music and the cake and what. The second one is the traditional wedding from where I'm from. In this wedding, everything is traditional, from the music to the dancing, even the attire that I'll be wearing, as well as my husband. We will wear the same or almost similar type of attire, which is the dances, the food, the music, everything, just like that. So yeah, that's, like I said, this is just for any information. This is for anyone's this is for your own information, just in case you marry a beautiful woman from Africa, and be expected of this. Don't, please, all I want really for people who didn't grow up with this is that don't think of it as buying her or selling her. She's not property. She's not some sort of thing that you just put her on the shelf. No, it's just culture, it's just tradition, and this is what we've been doing for years. So yeah, so good luck to you.